Yo, it's MartydudeVR. I'm giving you 5 good reasons why you should get a Quest 3 or a Quest 3S for PCVR. So I'm getting a lot of questions about the Quest 3 and the Quest 3S, and I gotta say, it's time to answer all your questions. A lot of times I'm getting asked about the Quest 3 is like, oh, is it really that good for PCVR? Or the Quest 3S, is it really that good? And the answer is a resounding yes. And to give a little background on myself, I've owned all the MetaQuest headsets. I've owned the Quest 1, Quest 2, Quest 3, Quest 3S, and the Quest Pro. And I feel like the only one I missed was the Oculus Rift. So yes, I've invested a lot of time and money, a lot of monies into the ecosystem. So I think I can give you guys a fair assessment on whether you should get a Quest 3 or Quest 3S for PCVR. And real quick, before we get into our reasons on why you should get a MetaQuest or PCVR, make sure you like and subscribe because a lot of you guys don't do that. Hit a notification bell so you can actually get a notification when I put out a video and or go live. First thing we're gonna talk about is the visuals. So the visuals on both of these headsets are simply amazing. Now with the Quest 3 being the more expensive option, you obviously get the higher clarity visuals with the pancake lenses that come installed on the headset versus the Quest 3S having the Fresnel lenses. Now I know a lot of people online will tell you, oh, Fresnel lenses are the worst. Honestly guys, they're not bad, and the Quest 3S looks amazing. Since the processing power is stronger and as strong as a Quest 3 on the Quest 3S, I've literally had no issues with visuals and they look very amazing, even though they're at a lower resolution than the Quest 3. So with either model, especially when it comes to PCVR, where you're pushing the boundary of VR graphics, none of these headsets slack in terms of PCVR. I personally played games like Half-Life Alyx, Contractors VR, Elite Dangerous on multiple Quest headsets. So if anybody tells you that the Quest 3S is lacking the visuals, tell them they don't know what they're talking about. And when you're talking about these conversations of whether a headset is good for PCVR, you also got to compare the headset to kind of its sister headsets within that kind of price range. For the Quest 3S, which is $299, there's really nothing touching it in terms of quality on the market. I mean, you're very hard pressed to find a headset that's that good for $299 that's not just absolutely old and just kind of forgotten about. Even for the Quest 3, the only headset I can think of on the top of my head that's even in the same price range that can kind of compete is the PSVR 2. But if we bring up the PSVR 2, that's a whole different can of worms that I'm not getting into in this video because I have made comparison videos of those two headsets in the past. But my point is, for wireless PCVR, there's literally nothing competing. And speaking of wireless PCVR, it's time to talk about the actual PCVR experience on both of these headsets. I must say, even out of the box when I got it about a year ago, the Quest 3 has been an amazing PCVR experience, and I've loved it this whole time. And one thing I love about Meta's ecosystem, they give you multiple ways to do like one thing. So for PCVR, you have link cable, Air Link, you have virtual desktop, which is my favorite, you have Steam Link, and you just have so many options of connecting to your PC. And what's also really dope is that these options are improving over time, especially virtual desktop. I gotta give my kudos to Guy Golden because he actually made a really good piece of software. Even though you have to pay for it, it's literally my favorite streaming solution for PCVR. And I'll make sure I put a link in the description below if you actually want to get virtual desktop. I even have a video where I call it the best PCVR method because it genuinely is. Now there are kind of freak circumstances where it may not work on your PC, but that's totally okay because you have free alternatives like AirLink, Steam Link, or just the link cable. But since I've been in the ecosystem for a while, I've literally done every method of PCVR available, and it's just such an easy experience. It's literally plug and play. Now, you do need Wi-Fi 6 to enjoy that wireless PCVR, and the point of Wi-Fi 6 is to give you stronger data strength. Now, what I mean by strength is that it's more consistent, because the main thing you don't want when you're connecting to your wireless, PCVR system or whatever, you don't want latency. So latency is kind of gives you that lag and a lot of compression, real ugly. But if you have a Wi-Fi 6 router that's etherneted into your PC, you literally have the world at your fingertips. And it's crazy because it's so fluid. I was really on a VR treadmill with my Quest 3 and had like 0 issues. So yes, I will say that the wireless PCVR experience is top tier on the Quest 3 and the Quest 3S. And like I said before, if you're looking for a breakdown of all these methods, check the description below, or I should have it pinned up there to this video. Straight guide that goes over all the solutions. If you want me to remake it for the Quest 3S, I'll do that, but I don't think I'll need to because I mean, it's the same process, but whatever. And our third reason is the future proofing. So future proofing is very important when it comes to buying this decently expensive technology. I can genuinely say that over the past 4 years, or really about 5 years, I've been in the metal ecosystem. I have seen my headsets evolve and change over time in terms of software. The Quest 2, when I first got it in about 2020 to when I stopped using it when the Quest 3 came out, literally night and day. There's always software updates happening. There's always new things being created to make the experience more seamless. There's always UI updates. So I can genuinely say my investment or your investment into the Meta Quest ecosystem literally grows over time. And even on the day I recorded this, which is the 9th, there literally is a big update, a version I think 71 or 72, that overhauls the remote desktop connection to a PC for the Quest ecosystem. So I can genuinely say that MetaQuest is always trying to improve. Can't say they do it right all the time, but I can say that they're always trying. My biggest complaint about the Meta ecosystem has always been the lack of UI, UX, but they're finally getting around to fixing that. So this is really a great time to get in. And what's dope is if you buy this headset now, you'll be supported for a long time. We haven't really reached a new graphical high for PCVR yet. So I mean, you're good for a few years and genuinely until probably the next big headset comes out. And honestly, even when the next big headset comes out, you'll still be fine. The main reason you may want to upgrade in a few years is to get that faster processor. But a jump from the Quest 2 to the Quest 3 was insane for PCVR. So you can definitely expect that with new headsets in the future. And our fourth reason why you should get a Quest for PCVR is you get access to two very important ecosystems. So when you buy a Quest, you literally get access to the PCVR ecosystem, which has a crazy amount of games you can play, from sim racing, Assetto Corsa, Half-Life Alyx, shooters like Contractors, Veil. You even got a mech game called Iron Rebellion that's coming out, which you guys should definitely look for if you're in the PCVR community, because it is amazing. You also got social games like VR chat. A lot of people love VR chat. I'm not big on VR chat, but it is a really big part of PC VR because of all the crazy stuff you can do. So if you're new, there's literally no way you can get bored for a long time. You even have the older Oculus games like Lone Echo, Stormland. There's some really great titles that are in the past that still hold up to this day. And you also have PCVR mods. So even recently the Halo mod just came out for PCVR and it's fun. Everybody loves Halo, man. Come on. Halo Combat Evolved has been a first time experience for me, but I literally have been loving it. You also got the Resident Evil mods. You have flat to VR games that get mods, Doom 3. So there's so many things you can do on PCVR, and you still got the MetaQuest games like Batman, Arkham Shadow. You got Metro Awakening, even Behemoth that just came out recently for MetaQuest and PCVR. You can kind of pick and choose which game you get on which platform, because some games may be kind of dead on PC, but they might have an active ecosystem on the MetaQuest. Now that doesn't really apply when it's a monstrous game like Gorilla Tag, which has like both, ecosystems popping. Then it's kind of just like, whatever you want to do. But there are a plethora of games that have an active population on MetaQuest and not so much on the PCVR side of things. But if you get the MetaQuest for PCVR, you literally get both of those situations. So you literally don't lose. And also MetaQuest does have cross-buy for some of their games. So you can get a PCVR version in the Rift store, and you can get the standalone version. Our fifth reason, our final reason, is it's literally the cheapest PCVR you're gonna get. If you can find me a headset that's the level of this MetaQuest 3S, I will give you money, because that is a top of the line headset for $299. That's like the cheapest you're gonna get like for a long time. And that's because Meta is just crazy enough to sell like this type of hardware for cheap. So if you're a person looking for a cheaper way to get into PCVR, literally the MetaQuest 3S is the way to go. If you want more of kind of like a more premium experience, then I would say the Quest 3. But either way, with a Wi-Fi 6 setup and either one of these headsets, you don't lose. As a person who's been all over PCVR with the Valve Index, Big Screen Beyond, and all the Quest headsets, and even a DPVR E4, which nobody talks about, you literally will not lose with either of these headsets. So go get one for PCVR. That answers your question, and I gave you 5 reasons. So if you want one, check my description below. hit my links. And you also get $60 back in Quest Cash if you actually use a content creator's link. So if you don't like me that much, go use your favorite VR content creator. That's all cool, as long as you get a VR headset. All I want to see is more people in VR, whether you support me or not. It's cool. I just want to help you. And if you're a parent looking for, you know, something for your kid, literally get one of these. $2.99. If they break it, it's pretty cheap. They got great support. You might get lucky. But yeah, guys, this is gonna be a shorter, hopefully, video. I don't know how long I've been recording, but hopefully this is a shorter video. It's been with MartydudeVR. Make sure you check the description below for goodies. I do a lot of discounts going on. Make sure you check out the VR Fitness Challenge. We're actually going crazy on TikTok right now. We hit like a clip that had like 250,000 views. So TikTok is blowing up right now. Make sure you check out my live streams every Tuesday and Thursday, the VR Fitness Challenge. We're down about 5 or 6 pounds. So definitely come check out my progress. Watch me lose weight for this little VR treadmill back there. But remember, I'm just a dude with a VR headset. Peace.